You're too old for that weed.
Huh?
I'm too old for that weed.
I'm too old for it?
Mm-hmm.
You mean I'm too young?
Yeah.
The kids be trying to be smart and don't even be knowing what they saying. Well, I'm gonna look at two toddlers.
Who you talking about?
I'm talking about you.
Okay, y'all, no tea, no shade, but let's get into this tea real quick because I've been seeing this little girl on my timeline all over Facebook and Twitter. And basically, this little girl is receiving lots of backlash because she looks too grown for her age. Like, I'm not understanding why this little girl is only in pre-K and she's already got a lace front on. Like not for nothing, I would rather see my child walk to school with this hairstyle on than to be posted up into school with this hairstyle. Like, when her mama done put some nice neat braids into her, look how adorable she looks. Please don't make this a trend, because when I bring my baby into this world, she better not ask me if she could get a lace front at the age of 6.
What up, everybody? I am the Mademoiselle, and this is my channel. And as you guys can tell by the title, we're gonna get into it today. There's gonna be some very, very triggered people, but I mean, why do y'all come here? Do y'all come here for vanilla? Or do y'all come here for chocolate? All right, y'all come here for some rum raisin? Like, what do y'all come here for? Do y'all come here for me to say what everybody else gonna say? Because I don't think so. All right, so of course, before we even get into the video, I want to hear your thoughts and opinion on the topic, which is grown hairstyles. Should we be letting little kids get weaves, wigs, and other hairstyles that honestly are just too grown? Now, of course, before we get into that, I definitely have to thank today's sponsor, HERNEST. Now, as y'all can see, I got a nice little beat on. Like, I never ever put on makeup like that. Like, it's such a rarity, because to be quite frank, I just don't care for it. I do have makeup. I get sponsored with so many different makeup products, but like, I just don't care to sit there and put on makeup on a consistent basis. I just think I'm beautiful without it, to be quite honest. But on a rare occasion, I like to put on makeup. And I will say, as someone with ADHD, I just hate having all my products everywhere. And my old vanity was just so little. It was so difficult to just like have everything out all the time and then spend the time putting it back. But y'all, shout out to HERNEST. They sent me the most beautiful vanity, and I'm able to have all my stuff so organized and spaced out. Like, honestly, when I first saw this vanity, I was just like, I don't need this big of a vanity. But like, I kid y'all not, if you have a lot of makeup or you have like a lot of separate things, this vanity will allow you to have everything in its own compartment. Like, I didn't even have to clean up afterward because everything had its own space. So I'm able to have like my lipstick in a specific spot, my lip liners in a specific spot, my eyeshadows in a specific spot. So it's perfect. Like, as somebody with ADHD, like, this vanity is just like phenomenal. I was so ecstatic. Like, I literally was able to put on my makeup and go. I didn't have to worry about like cleaning anything up or like wiping anything down. Like, it was just like, oh my God, I never thought I needed it. HERNEST is your go-to spot to get any luxury furniture items that you need to fit your aesthetic. From modern to glam, I guarantee you they have something to fit the vibe that you're going for. It was so difficult for me to settle on something that I really wanted, but I definitely decided on the vanity. But there's something for everyone, I guarantee you. From bedroom, living room, kitchen, office, trust me, there is something for you on that site. And even better, HERNEST is super affordable for the quality. Now, when it came to putting that vanity together, I'll tell y'all right now, I've put everything together in my apartment with the exception of that vanity and like maybe a dresser or two. I literally called somebody up on Thumbtack to put that together. So if you guys are gonna get that vanity, you're definitely gonna need some help. It's definitely something, okay? It's not for the faint of heart, but definitely it is worth it. It's definitely one of my favorite pieces that I've ever gotten. If you guys get that vanity or anything else on the website, definitely use my code right here on the screen, MSL15 for 15% off your order. That is MSL15 for 15% off your order. So let me just understand, right? This is actually something I've been meaning to talk about for a while now, because there's been numerous children just popping up on my timelines, from Facebook to Instagram to TikTok to YouTube. And at first it just started off as little things here and there, right? First it was outfits. Then it was nails, then it was hairstyles. And I honestly just couldn't fathom that people would make excuses for this type of behavior with children, right? I already made a video about people dressing up their kids a little bit too grown. And for the most part, I think we could all agree that kids should not be in crop tops and mini skirts. But of course, we have those people, right? That small group of people that are always going to say, oh, well, you guys are perverted. You guys are the ones that are seeing children in a way that you shouldn't see children. But let's be fucking for real for just a second, right? There's a reason that certain things are not marketed towards children, right? And never have been until you guys started putting these things on your kids. And it's very strange, because there's always those people that sit there and be like, well, you know, they started making these things for kids, and, you know, we don't have a choice. You have a choice. Don't fucking buy it. Don't sit there and make it seem like, oh, well, now we have no choice. They only have crop tops for kids, okay? They only have heels for kids, okay? No. We're not doing that right now, right? So this video specifically about the wigs, okay? The wigs, the sew-ins, for kids, right? Now, before anyone puts words in my mouth, because y'all love to do that when you feel attacked, all right? We are not talking about kids with specific conditions who literally have no choice but to wear a wig in order to feel like every other kid out there, okay? We're not talking about kids with alopecia or eczema in their hair, any type of hair loss that is beyond their control, any kids with cancer or anything like that. We're not talking about them. My heart literally goes out to them. I've had family members and friends with those conditions. We are not talking about them. We are also not talking about the kids that literally have the talent of doing hair and therefore practice on themselves or practice on their family members or friends. We're not talking about that, okay? These people are excluded from the conversation. We are talking about the parents that are out here putting wigs and weaves and other enhancements in their children's hair, specifically because they do not wish to do their kids' hair and because they just think it's entertaining, it's cute, and it makes sense to put these things in their kids' hair at a very young age. Now, let me just say that I thought that we came a long way from doing things like this. A lot of us, okay, from millennials to Gen Z, grew up with having relaxers forced upon us, okay, hot combs, all types of torture devices put in our hair, okay? Then we had the natural hair movement that taught us to love our hair. A lot of us got locks, hello. No enhancements, all right? A lot of people tend to think that I had like some sort of extensions. No, I will be 4 years in July. Shout outs to all of us with the locks out there, whoop, whoop. Okay, I didn't get anything in my hair. This is straight Haitian castor oil, baby. I get a retwist every month or so. So it's very interesting. Like, I thought we've come a long way from doing nonsense, especially when it comes to our kids' hair. But instead of putting relaxers in our kids' hair, we've now evolved to literally just masking it and hiding it and not taking care of it to our fullest abilities. Now, of course, if it don't apply, let it fly. If for whatever reason you are in my comment section battling and talking shit and writing paragraphs, you are more than likely the person that I'm talking about right now. So again, if it don't apply, let it fly. But I find it absolutely wild how there are people out there that find it okay in any capacity to sit here and put full-blown wigs, okay, in their kids' hair, full-blown freaking like sew-ins in their kids' hair, knowing damn well that even in a lot of adult hair that it can cause breakage. It could cause bald spots. And these are children who are developing still, that have skulls that have not even closed yet. Okay, for those of you guys who are parents, you should know this, right? For those of you guys who are not aware, a lot of children, their skulls do not fully close until they're a certain age. So it's just weird to me how a lot of you guys have soft skulled kids, and you guys think it makes sense to go and put a wig over their heads, like wigs with metal clips in them, wigs with elastic bands on them, wigs that are sometimes pretty damn tight on their heads, because now we have kid-friendly wigs. I'm floored. Okay, I'm very much so floored. And people are going to bat for these things like, oh, well, it's just hair. It's just hair. No, it's not just hair. It will never be just hair. If that's the case, why is it that we sit here and we go to bat and we get so upset when people sit here and they call our hair Brillo pads and say that we look like Aunt Jemima's and say that we got nigger hair and our hairs are unprofessional in the workplace if it's just hair? Stop that shit and stop normalizing bullshit when someone is calling you out for being plain fucking stupid. And for those of you guys who are sitting there talking about some, oh, well, that's their kid, that's not your kid. I've always been taught that if you see something, say something. And this is absolutely ridiculous. A lot of you guys are sitting here advocating for this nonsense, saying it's not grown, but then will be the same ones to turn around and discipline your kids, embarrassing them on social media when they start acting grown. But you're the same ones giving your kids phones at a very young age, putting wigs in their hair at a very young age, but they're going to be very, very confused when they start acting out, messing with boys and doing all types of off the wall shit at a very young age. You're literally treating them like they're grown, from the clothes to the hair to the unsupervised access to the internet. You're literally treating them like they're grown. Let the kids be kids. I just personally don't understand how you guys don't understand how this is grown. This is ridiculously problematic on every level. There's absolutely no reason why kids should be wearing wigs unless it's for a medical reason. Under the age of maybe, I will say 13. And a lot of you guys might say even 13 is too young, but I'll say like, that's like what, middle school age? I would say middle school. Okay, let's just give it a blanket. Middle school age. Middle school, I think, is, I guess, mature enough depending on the kid, but it's just like, I just don't understand why, like, it's even necessary. At the end of the day, with all of the stuff that we've been through as adults, okay, as children, okay, heading into adulthood, with everything that Black women in particular have went through, with so many different groups of people saying our hair is unruly, unmanageable, disgusting, dirty, and everything under the sun. It just hurts my soul to see people bring up their next generation of kids, okay, their daughters, and literally normalize them putting wigs over their hair at such a young age is wild to me. And I know that we love to say, oh, okay, well, the wigs are protective styles, the braids are protective styles, the sew-ins are protective styles, to an extent. Okay, to an extent. When you're sitting there, you're doing that shit on a regular basis. No, the fuck it ain't. Especially when you're not taking care of your hair underneath. How many times are you actually washing your hair, moisturizing your hair, letting your hair breathe? Because a lot of y'all, I've never seen your fucking hair. Okay, like a lot of y'all, like, it's just like, are we really serious right now? Like, how much do you actually take a walk with your natural hair? You talking about some, oh, it's a protective style, but what are we actually protecting? And now we're teaching our babies the same thing. We're teaching our babies their hair is not beautiful. We're teaching our babies, okay, well, it's okay to wear a wig all the damn time. It's okay to wear a wig because, you know, it makes our hair longer or whatever the case may be. And it's crazy because, like, I'm looking at the comments with a lot of these kids wearing wigs and stuff. And like people are like, well, you know, it's just making their hair longer. I don't see the problem. What, like, how do you not see the problem? This is a growing child who hasn't even grown their hair to their fullest potential yet. Literally. And the crazy part is, like, before they even put the wig on, a lot of the time their hair don't even look healthy. Let's be for real. Like, let's talk real shit for a second. Their hair doesn't even look healthy. And y'all sitting here slapping a wig over it. Like, let's be fucking for real. Like, a lot of the time, their hair already look like it's breaking off, and we're just braiding it down to put a fucking wig over it. Are we teaching these kids about proper hair care? How much time are we actually spending to teach these kids about how to take care of their hair? How to properly take down their hair afterwards? Like, it's even though, okay, we're not putting texturizers and relaxers and whatever else in these kids' hair, we're basically just perpetuating the cycle of teaching these kids, your hair is not good enough. Your hair should look like this, not like that. And I know there's gonna be still some people that comment under this video like, oh, well, a lot of the hair that I see, a lot of the wigs that I see, it's still braided. Oh, well, it still looks like natural textures. That's not the fucking point. We need to keep teaching these kids that their hair is enough. We need to teach these kids that the hair that grows out of their scalp is just as good as the hair that the Asians keep selling us and making millions of dollars from. We need to stop normalizing the behavior of, oh, well, I'm tired of my hair. My hair takes too much time to actually, you know, get to know and take care of and actually grow. Why is it that every single time things get hard in the Black community, it doesn't matter if it's hair, if it's skincare, if it's fucking like anything, no matter whatever it is, that we just run to the nearest store and go buy the solution? Like, that's a problem. We're literally just continuing a cycle of, oh, when it gets hard, go buy the solution. Even though we ain't got the money to keep buying the fucking solution because we're always crying broke. That's basically what the fuck we're teaching these kids. Oh, it don't matter if we have no financial literacy and we don't have the money and, you know, we don't really have the answer to the problem. Deal with it later. Go buy the solution. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that shit, but it's fact. It's just crazy to me. Like, it's, child, I just, looking at these kids with these wigs on, it's just, where is the guidance, bro? Like, y'all supposed to be the leaders of these kids, man. Why? Just why? It's not okay, bro. Like, with us getting our scalps burned with fucking relaxers and hot combs and shit, I thought we was gonna do better, man. Like, I thought we was gonna, you know, tell these kids, like, yes, your hair is beautiful. You are popping, you don't need shit. But now we just slapping wigs on their heads. We're selling natural hair wigs. Like, be fucking for real, child. Those who got the message got it. Those who didn't, it's whatever. Hit me up in 10 years and tell me how much your child loves their natural hair. I guarantee it, you're doing more damage than good. It is not just hair. It will never be just hair. And y'all know it ain't. These kids need to be allowed to grow up, and they need to be allowed to grow up with the premise that their hair is enough, that they are enough. With that being said, Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure you guys head to the description box and shop with Ernest if you need anything for your home. Again, please use my code for 15% off your order. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please check out my other channels. Everything you need is going to be linked down in the description box. Join my Patreon for early access and other perks. I love you guys so very much, and I'm going to see y'all next time.